You can't boost here because you'll void here if you do. I've tried it. Because it's ridiculously easy to do. It's just, you can't do it. Or, like, hypothetically, if it were possible, it would be really easy to do. But you can't do it. Okay, I'm going to save the boost I have here because I want to go really, really high here. And then hit the early lap trigger. There we go. And as you'll see, my last lap was surprisingly faster than the other two because of that. Alright, final track. There's a really nuts skip coming up in this one. It saves like 15 seconds per lap, so it's very useful. Dang, didn't get the starting boost at all. I'm actually not sure what causes it. I found it by accident earlier. Oh wow, I only got... okay. That's surprising. Oh no, I voided. That's the first void this run. I probably can't PB anymore. I should have not been so cocky there. Usually have a boost there, which is why I went for that. Okay, so the really nuts skip is coming up in a second. I call it roundabout skip. You can probably figure out what it entails. So here's a roundabout. And yeah, that's a skip. No, I voided again. Oh god. This is really not going well. This run probably could have PB'd up until that point. Now it ain't looking like it though. My PB, for those who don't know, is a 1025 RTA, 8:59 in-game time, because in-game time is the only real way to time a game that has in-game time. Oh my god, I'm voiding all over the place. Come on, man. There we go. I took that one tighter this time so I wouldn't void. Because I don't like voiding. It's not fun. It resets you back to the last place where you were on the ground, which in some cases is really far back. Especially in this game. I need health, really. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Get ready on time, by the way. It's going to be coming up in about 30-40 seconds, probably. Alright, final one. Oh no! Oh, can I still do this? I hope so. Okay, I made it. That was kind of clutch. Alright, final stretch. Time is coming up very, very soon. And time.
Alright everyone, hello, how are you doing? I'm Tinstelian and this is Wild Animal Racing by Paul Bird, who is probably not a bird, but maybe. Who knows? So we're gonna do all the cups. We'll choose the elephant, all the drivers have the same stats. And let's go on 3, 2, 1, go. So you can do the cups in any order. I'm going to do them in reverse order because that's from hardest to easiest, and that is the best way to do it for the speed run. Because it's easy to screw up this level. It's definitely the hardest in the game because it has the most ridiculous shortcut in the game, where you cut half the track by driving up the side of the mountain. And sometimes this is very inconsistent and you can get stuck like I just did there. Let's see if I can recover this. This is why we do this at the start of the run, because sometimes you have to reset entirely. Hopefully I don't have to do that here, but I might. Yeah, are we going? Are we going? Are we going? Kind of. Hey, there we go. Kind of. So I'm mashing the jump button here, but half the time when you press the jump button, you don't actually jump. The physics in this game are very weird. Oh my god, this is just a terrible start. Can we at least get up this hill? Come on. Can we at least trigger the lap? There we go. Okay, we've done one lap. Normally I finished the race by now, but this is why we do this level first, because it's easy to screw it up. But yeah, jumping is incredibly inconsistent for no real reason. I don't know why half the time jumping doesn't work. It seems to be the faster you're going, the better you'll jump. And also the harder you mash the button, the better you'll jump as well. And now we're stuck again. This is a very bad run. The other guys have finished. Let me just do this normally, because that is definitely not going very well. I'll try it again for lap 3. It is not 100% consistent, but it's definitely not this inconsistent. I don't think I'm going to get it. I didn't go far enough up the hill, so I'm just going to not do that. Try to jump down here. This is by far the worst first race I've ever done this game, so I think that's saying something. Normally my race times are about half that long. But that's okay. That was the hardest level of the game. They'll only get easier, except this one's also kind of hard. Also, the AI kind of pushes you around all the time. They have extreme catch-up. We're going to do another skip. We're going to fail that skip. If you jump correctly, you can go around the rocks, and that saves a few seconds. But yeah, the AI catches up extremely quickly to you, and you can drive on top of them, and they will push you around. They're much stronger than you. They have much more pushing power. Let's try this skip again. Didn't work. I hit the wall, and it slowed me down, so I didn't have enough speed to get over. Where are the cutscenes? The cutscenes are not part of the main game. You have to manually load them up. And so I will do that after the run. And let's see if we can do it here. There we go. We have successfully done one skip in the game. So I feel like I'm not a total failure now. Oh, that was... Oops. I've screwed everything up now. For a second I thought you couldn't do the jump there, but you can. I get discombobulated, and now everything's ruined. I'm gonna finish last again. Well, this has been a great start. I assure you this game does have skips. I'm just bad at doing them. Specifically right now. I'm usually not this bad. This track does not have any skips. Most of the tracks in this game actually don't have skips, but a few do. And I think we'll see the last two that do in the next cup. You can whack a hippo with a hammer in Wild Animal Racing. I mean, how many other games can you do that? Not many. That's why this game's so great. Oh nice, I'm getting propelled by the rhino. I should point out what those diamond things do that I'm collecting. Those behave similarly to coins in like Mario Kart 8, where you will go slightly faster once you pick them up. However, you don't lose them when you get hit with the power-up, and you can collect an infinite number and go infinitely fast. I have gotten up to 100 kilometers per hour before, going backwards because that's the only way you can without finishing. But that is not practical for speedrun purposes because you have to go backwards. I should have hit the giraffe. I'm sorry, I will hit the giraffe at some point with the power-up. It's a battle for first. It's always a battle for first in this game because of how much the AI catches up. Once I hit the finish line, I'm gonna quit out and go to the next cup, the magical cup. This track is another track that has a skip. And it is right here. And I completely failed it again, as usual. Actually, this one's usually not that difficult. I feel like the elephant is bad luck. Elephant's not doing me very well here. There we go, that's what the skip is supposed to look like. Just skip over that corner by jumping over the cloud. All the characters have the same stats. There's no difference between them, so I just picked the elephant at random. Also, my mouse cursor is on the stream. No, it's not. This game is literally Need for Speed the Run, except it doesn't have quick time sequences. Yeah, pretty much. I played Need for Speed the Run, and I've played this, and I can't tell the difference. So here we can jump over these little gaps. If you don't jump over them, you'll run into some little walls. And if my memory serves me correctly, this is the last track in the game that has any sort of skip. And the skips in this level are pretty minor. Uh-oh. When I was practicing earlier, I was not this bad. Promise. But we did win, so that's good. And yeah, that's like a Mandelbrot fractal that has been turned into a level for some reason. And now we're underwater. I would like to point out how realistic this underwater scene is. I mean, look at how realistically the goldfish in the background move. I mean, that one's even swimming backwards. That's impressive right there. I got both of them at once, but it kind of screwed me up as well. So I probably shouldn't have done that. The rhino is going backwards, if you can see on the mini-map. And there he goes on the left side of the screen. There you go. Oh, there you, oh, come on, giraffe. I hit you with the rocket. Don't just bounce off like that. Hippo, what are you doing? Uh-oh, did the thing go? Is this on my end or their end? This Seems I'm still staying alive. Okay, I think we're back. That balloon, you have to pop it immediately because it will make you slow down automatically if you don't. I don't know what you missed. Yeah, I didn't hit the giraffe, unfortunately. That was the end, I believe, but I don't actually remember. It's been a while. Yes, okay. We're gonna be the rhino this time. We're gonna go to Egypt. So I don't know what you missed there, but the rockets kind of bounced off everyone and the rhino was driving backwards. So that's great. Hopefully you get to see driving on 2 wheels, because that happens in this game. That's a pretty great glitch. So this is Egypt. Just how you remember it, you know, the Great Pyramids, all 8 of them. No shortcuts on this level. You would think there would be, but they actually... Mr. Paul Bird was able to successfully make it so you can't skip this level. Good job, Paul. You did it. One weird thing about this game is that the actual rhino is a dark bluish gray, whereas in the icon he's a very light gray. I did not mean to do that, but we'll do some Tony Hawk-esque stunts as I crash into that wall. Yeah, shoutouts to Paul Bird. I was trying to get that power up, but decided against it. There are no boost power-ups in this game. There's nothing that will make you go faster, so there's no direct incentive to pick up a power-up. There's no real chance that it will help you go quicker, just that it might knock some AI out of the way that could be a bit of a nuisance. So now we are in Holland, I believe, where you can get whacked by a windmill. So I don't know if the stream was offline when I mentioned that, but you want to pop those as soon as possible because they will slow you down over time if you don't. I actually don't know what they're supposed to do. If they're supposed to be a shield, but they just make you slow down, so just pop them. Pop the bubble. Yes, this is a Steam game, and I did pay actual money for this. I forget how much, but it was definitely no more than $4. Might have been less on the Steam sale. Can't remember. But I would highly recommend this game. Even as a banana right out of Mario Kart. However, it is infinite bananas for a few seconds. So they have thrown a bit of variation on the Mario Kart mix. But I mean, how can you even compare this game to Mario Kart? It is in a league of its own. This is millions of times better than Mario Kart. I still don't think I've hit the giraffe once. I need to do that at some point. Whoops, jumped over the power up. Great job, mate. Some nice textures breaking. These rockets are great because they don't actually hit the other people all the time, but I'm not going to show you that to you because I got the hammer instead. Enjoy your bananas, people. The sounds of tires squealing because they've hit my bananas. I'm actually pretty sure that's the same exact sound effect I used in a game I made several years ago called The Incredible Automobile Driving Simulator, which is great. It's kind of like Omnibus in that you couldn't slow down, but it was in 2D and you could only turn at 90-degree angles. I don't know why I'm mentioning this. It was clearly nowhere near as good as Wild Animal Racing. So that is the World Tour. We went to Egypt, Holland, and Paris. As we all know, those are the only places in the world. So I'm going to drive on the beach here so I can go in a straight line, which is a bit faster. However, the AI is probably going to push me around, so at some point I won't be able to take a shortcut. Like right here, for instance, I can't go on the beach because they pushed me to the left. And that guy pushed me to the left again. Sometimes they'll spin you out completely, which is always great. Oh no! Actually, that's not terrible. I can live with that. So just like that, I went from first to last, and now I'm back to first. The AI is kind of just drive in one big clump and fight each other. Screw you, giraffe! There we go, I hit the giraffe. Took me long enough. Oh yeah, the cursor has come back. How did that happen? They had to use it to select the menu, that's why. I'm glad I used all those bananas when I was in last place. That really helped. Oh. Oh god! That was bad. Oh, I don't have enough time to catch up now. I'm gonna finish last. This is truly a tragedy. Hippo has won in 2 minutes, 0 seconds, 95. 2:0:95. That is not how time works. Oh, I should point out this game is available in over 40 languages. You can actually choose them in the main menu, and I probably should have chosen one that wasn't English because, you know, it's bad to use a language that you know. That would make too much sense. So you want to jump over that corner because it will slow you down because of how bumpy it is. You'll frequently lose a lot of speed. I did not get anyone. Rockets! I love the rockets because they handle so dumbly. They just flop all over the place. What happened there? Is it available in Hindi? Probably. I would have to check. Does it have pirate speech? I don't think it has pirate speech, unfortunately. Alright, there is one track left to go, and then that will be time, and then I will show the movies. All the wonderful cutscenes. This is Iceland. You can tell it's Iceland by all the ice that's in this level. If you want to play this level risky, you can drive on the side here. You can take these corners slightly more quickly. Now we have to be careful because it's easy to fall into the lava, and that would be bad. Also, I'm driving on 2 wheels. It's nice. Killed everyone with that hammer. Also, these characters have names, but I don't remember them. If you look at the Steam trading cards for this game, I believe they have the names of the animals. are almost on time. One more quarter. Can't let Giraffe take it. Aha! Time! Oh no, Giraffe took it anyway! Ah, it's terrible. I did not even win. Got second place. And those are 4th through 6th. So that was Wild Animal Racing by Paul Bird, but we gotta take a look at the movies here. There are 8 of them. You unlock them by getting 40,000 points. I've gotten way more than that. So let's watch all of them in order. We've got the elephant, the giraffe, who is choking on something. That does not seem healthy. And we've got the hippo dancing. Yeah, everyone's dancing in place. This is a very strange scene. I'm gonna let this one speak for itself. Brilliant. And now it's Christmas time, everybody. Merry Christmas! Santa Claus is actually a hippopotamus. Who knew? And his reindeer are giraffes. And yep, just look at the blank blue nothing. That's great, yes. Nice, end of scene. Oh no! Someone killed the rhino and put him on the wall. Oh no, it's a joke! He was alive and well all this time. Gotta strike that T-pose for the camera. That was a short one. Oh no, the lion's trapped. And the giraffe is eating. Where'd the lion go? He crawled out of the pipe, and now it's suddenly raining. Alright, that was the thing. Here's another thing. It's a balancing act. And there's the giraffe eating again. Whoa! Oh no. God, what is that giraffe doing? He seems like he's in an incredible amount of pain. Unfortunately, we can't do anything about that. Our hippo has entered the rocket. No, it's gonna hit Earth. It's gonna blow up the planet. Oh, and it just ends. We'll never know what happened to poor old hippo. Last cutscene. Oh no, the trees have spontaneously combusted. Good thing the elephant had water conveniently in his trunk, which is having no effect on the fire. Oh, and then it just turned out like a light bulb. Yeah, elephant! We did it. And that was all the cutscenes of Wild Animal Racing. That was Paul Bird's incredible creation, Wild Animal Racing. Someone asked, does it have Hindi? Actually, no, I don't see it here. But it does have Slovensky, Lietuvos, Sestina, and Serbo-Croatian. So it's got everyone covered. So, whoops. So, I guess hang tight for just a minute, and we're going to move on to Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver. So don't go away. Alright, so this is Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver. If you're still watching, you might want to change the layout so it's 4x3, because this is a 4x3 game. Alright, think we are ready? Yes, we are. So this is Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver. We're gonna go through all the courses. Time will start in 3, 2, 1, go. So you can get a fast start by pressing up as soon as you see the green lights, which I believe I did there. And Cat's not happy. We're gonna see a lot of stunts because they will make you go faster. The more stunts you do, the faster you will go. So it is in my best interest as a speedrunner to do as many stunts as possible. So this game is all full motion video. It came out in '98, I believe, on Windows and the Game Boy Color, but that version is completely different, as you would probably guess. There's a car here. I'm gonna have to veer far to the left to avoid that. It's actually kind of tricky. Basically, all the video is pre-rendered, and you're just moving your car along the track. And the game is very on rails in that regard. So that was actually a really good time. I did get a silver medal, not a gold, and that is for very good reason. If you get the gold medal, there will be a 1-second unskippable sound effect congratulating you for getting the gold medal. Which means it's actually slower to get a gold medal than it is to get a silver medal when speedrunning this game. Because no sound effect plays when you get a silver. So it's actually in my best interest to slow down right at the very end if I have a very good run going. It's kind of ridiculous. But also kind of amusing at the same time, and punishes you for being too fast. So this is the bedroom. This kid's parents must be millionaires because they have Hot Wheels all over the house, and they have their own greenhouse and their own game room, which we'll see in a few minutes. So when I hit the bed, I'm going to do a flip automatically, and I've hit that car because I screwed up. I shouldn't have corrected my turning. I should have kind of veered to the right, because you will turn very slightly over time. And you have to veer to the left as soon as you finish that level. Or as soon as you finish that jump, I should say. And if you correct your steering when you veer to the left, you're likely to crash into the wall. Or even into the car, like I did. Also, I just realized this is not the car you're supposed to use in this level. You are supposed to change cars for this level and go back to this car for the other levels, but that's alright. You only lose like a second. I should point out, one crash in this game completely kills a run. And this corner right here is the reason why you switch to the other car, because that car can take that corner at full speed. Inexplicably. I have no idea why that one car can do that one corner fine, because it can't do other corners any better. That saves about a second. Or actually, it saves about 2 seconds, but when you have to factor in the menuing to change cars, it's about a second overall. But yeah, because of how on rails this game is, you know, level times and race times, entire speedruns are decided by tenths of seconds. Which means that one crash, that's going to take you back like 5-10 seconds. That completely kills a run. So I was nowhere close to gold because I used the wrong car. So this level is probably the hardest level in the game. Either this one or the final one. Actually, I'd say probably the final one is more difficult. So this is the second hardest level in the game. Because the time limit you have is not very long. Especially if you're just playing this for the first time, it's not lenient at all. So that cat makes you try to flip over, so you have to mash the back button to prevent that from happening. Oh, I should point out how I'm doing these tricks. I'm holding the control key and the right arrow for the most part, which is doing a barrel roll and a spin at the same time. And they are... The way they work is that they take the same amount of time to do a rotation, so you can, if you press the buttons at the same time, you will do them perfectly in sync, which will allow you to do a lot more tricks than if you did only one at a time. You can also do flips in this game. However, as you can see, the spins and barrel rolls behave linearly. The flips do not. They go exponentially faster. I'll show you here. Which means that, because they do not line up with the spins and barrel rolls, it is bad to do them. They'll just slow you down. You can also dive backwards, which will get you more score points, but you're a lot more likely to crash, and in most places it's basically impossible to not crash by doing that. So I avoid that at all possible. It's also possible to drive on 2 wheels, which I will demonstrate there. This is probably my favorite level in the game. The soundtrack is actually surprisingly good. For a kids game, it's really well done. So you don't want to turn for the first half of that corner so you can maintain full speed. Because whenever you turn, you will lose speed. So it's in your best interest to turn as little as possible. There's some things that look like they're corners, you can actually just go straight. And we're now approaching the final level. This is the game room. We've got 52 seconds to beat this. The time itself is not difficult as long as you don't crash. There are several places where it is very possible to crash, and it happens kind of randomly. Including the very last corner in the entire game is one of the trickiest. I have lost multiple runs to that corner. I actually made a sequel to this game. Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver 2 Getting Dirty. Wait this corner because it's so slow. The sequel no longer has that 1 second sound effect that's unskippable, so there's no penalty for going faster. However, it does have a randomly generated... There's that corner I was talking about. I turned in too much. It does have a randomly generated wait time before you start, so it's just completely random. Also, time is right now. Get the fireworks, and we did it, guys! We're the stunt track driving champions of the world. It's not a 9-hour game, it is a 9-minute game. In fact, if your run is good, it's an 8-minute game. The PB is, which is also the world record, is 7 minutes 50 seconds. My time was 8:13, which is pretty bad, actually. Really, any run more than 8 minutes long in this game is pretty bad. We got the Hot Wheels trophy and all these things. Remember these levels? I hope you do, because it was not very long ago that we did them. And that was Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver. So I hope you enjoyed these past 2 runs, and I hope you stick around and enjoy the rest of our race against time. See you later.